Welcome fellow gamers, I'm Jebzar from Jebzar Gaming and this is the Diablo 3 Beta Corner. Today I'll be completing a beta run with the Barbarian. Let's go and get started.
The fallen star is near.
Okay, so I'm already heading down to the first little area. A big thing with this run that with the Barbarian is the leap attack skill. So regarding that, it is really going to help speed up the run compared to other classes. So I do complete this whole run in 14 minutes and 9 seconds. And the way I determine that is as soon as my character loads in the screen from the start game, right after I click the start game, that's when I start the clock, and then I stop the timer right when the Skeleton King dies and the reward panel pops up. So those are the two factors I'm going off of regarding how I'm determining the time. Okay, so as you can see, I'm already talking to Leah. Now the problem, I had to do this 4 or 5 times with this character. I know with the Demon Hunter I got very lucky. You know, I mean, it's not a whole lot of skill. There's some skill involved, but I mean, for the most part, it's a lot of luck. You can you can have the best time in the world, but if that last building or that last room or level doesn't generate correctly because it's random, you have to start over. But anyways, as I was saying, so I tried 4 or 5 times with this, and I just got very unlucky. It just took a while for me to finally get the last few levels clear, and I also had a few mistakes as well, of course. One thing I learned with the leap attack ability, which you just saw right there, sometimes it bugs out, and if you're up against a wall or if you're near something, he won't leap forward, he'll just leap up and come back down, so literally it just wastes your time if you do it wrong. So that's something I had to really be aware of. I might have done it once or twice through this run. I know before this last run that I finally was pleased with, I did it quite a few times, so I had to really figure it out. But I got it done. It took some time, but
Not ready yet.
I finally found the one that I wanted. So, okay, so I just talked to Leah again. Pretty much every time it's off of cooldown, the leap attack ability, I'm using it. There are a few times that you'll see I don't use it right away, because of the area I'm at, like that corner. I don't want to use it at the corner because I'm not going to get the full distance or, use the maximum number of yards it can go in that small area. Another thing to pay attention to is the leap attack ability is right when it's off cooldown, it's not actually off cooldown. It does not let you use it right away. I'm not sure. I mean, it's an internal timer problem. Okay, so I just used it, and you can see, wait for it to happen. It's already halfway done. Wait for them to open the door. Okay, I should be able to use it right now. That's pretty much when I should be able to use it, but I can't. I still have to wait an extra 2 seconds or 3 seconds afterwards, which isn't a big deal, but obviously it's not correct. The cooldown, whatever the cooldown says it is, it's not, because the animation doesn't show it. It should still be going, but it's not. So that's an internal cooldown they'll have to fix. I would assume it's a bug, because I don't see why you wouldn't be able to use the ability even though it's off cooldown for the first 2 or 3 seconds of it being done. That just doesn't make sense to me. It's just I think it's just like right there. See, you can see it. The skill's not ready yet, even though it clearly showed that it was. Okay, so I'm now on level 1 of the cathedral, and even with this run, I still wasn't that lucky. But I think I could have taken down my time to a 13-minute, in the 13-minute range, probably 13:40 to probably 13:40 or so, because as you can see right there, I'm just wasting so much time running back and forth because, I mean, I just have to check, I have to go back and check because I have done it. I have done runs in the past where I run by a hall because I assumed it wasn't there just by guessing. Well, I figured you might as well just go check each one, and even though it wastes time if it's not there, I mean, if it is there, you save a lot of time. So now you can see I'm running through this area. It's just ridiculous. I got really unlucky with mobs right there in the past recordings as well, and it happened to be here, luckily, the next area. Okay, so in order to exit the lore or the cutscenes really quick, I just hit escape and press enter. That's why I can do it so quick without having to mouse over and do it. That saves, I don't know, it saves a few seconds if you add up all the times I've had to do that. So okay, here, the one bad thing about the Barbarian speedrun is he doesn't attack. He can't do a massive AoE damage at this point in the beta because your maximum level is 13. It's not as easy to kill everything. Like for example, with the wizard, if you go watch the wizard, the wizard speedrun. I mean, one arcane orb takes out the whole area. So, and the reason why I chose the skills I'm using is because one is a stun, and I want to be able to stun certain mini bosses right away, because if I don't, they like to run around and waste more time. Leap attack, obviously, because it helps speed up the run. And then I have my left click, which is a speed increase. I think it's called Frenzy. I'm not positive, but with my left click, it helps me attack really quick or really fast against the last boss. So as you can see here, you can see the stacks is at 5 in the bottom left corner to the right of the health orb, health bar. So that helps get rid of mini bosses faster. And then my right click, I don't use it too much. It's my AoE, frontage AoE damage. Most of the time I can just use my left click, hit the one mob I need to get out of my way, and then keep going. So, okay, so we just finished the blacksmith part of the quest, and now we have to go get the Skeleton King's crown. So that's what we're doing now. We have to run through the Weeping Hollow. You can see in my top right corner of the mini-map, that's there's a yellow arrow, and that's just showing the next destination. That is not always up. It depends on what I'm doing. When I get, as you'll see soon, when I get into the crypts and such, it's not going to have an arrow. I have to search for it. So you can't just follow the markers the whole time. Sometimes they're not there, because the objective of the quest is to find it, not to just go to it. Okay, so I had to find a good path for this, because as you can see, there's a lot of things in the way. You have mobs, and I got very unlucky in this run, because you'll see there's a bunch of mobs that do have freezing abilities that slow me down, which is horrible. But this was the best run. It's not a bad time, I figure. I know for sure that it can be done a lot faster, but this is what I came up with, and I mean, it's the best I could do within the time I had, the 5 or 6 runs I had to attempt, each one being, you know, I mean, at least 10 minutes long before I finally get to the point where it messes up, usually. So, okay, so you can see right there, those mobs were slowing me down, which was very annoying. And this is a completely random area, the Defiled Crypt. I'm just hoping that the next level is in here. I had it happen where it teleports you out at the very end, because you run through the whole crypt and it ends up being the wrong crypt that you're supposed to go to, because you don't really know. The objective is to find which crypt it is. So luckily I got lucky in this one. As you can see there, there's crypt level 2. Okay, so we're about to come up on the Skeleton King's crown. I just have to get out of the way or get through this guy. And this guy, I did bug out on him. I mean, I explained this in other videos where, you know, I can run past, like right there, behind him I can see the little, you know, hand icon, but it wouldn't let me click it. Even though I'm next to it, the big guy stands in the way, so that wasted some time. But it's definitely fun. For those of you not in the beta, keep on trying. You know, whenever you see, please subscribe if you want updates regarding beta key giveaways and such, because I'm staying up to date with all the websites and fan sites and stuff, and with Blizzard and Bluehost. So if you'd like notifications and information regarding beta keys or anything Diablo 3 or Blizzard related, please subscribe or follow me on Twitter and Facebook. You'll get the fastest updates with Twitter and Facebook, because I'm not going to post videos, you know, as fast as I can, just do a quick tweet. So, but also, I mean, if you like any kinds of games, if you enjoy any kinds of PC games, if you're a PC gamer, please subscribe. I'm a big PC gamer. I don't have a 360, I don't have a PS3. I play everything on PC. So I am looking to buy a 360 controller for certain games that I want to buy in the future, because it just, for example, Skyrim, if you play it on PC, the controls are not that great. You can't really keybind things. You don't have your 1 through 9 hotkeys for spells. It's not very convenient for us PC players. But long story short, I'm going to buy a 360 controller sometime, so that way when I'm playing games, we can have a better control system, so I can show you guys how the PC versions of certain games are. But please subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Facebook if you're a gamer of any sort. I will have a lot more games soon. I have a new gaming plans gaming plans video regarding what I plan to cover this year. Mostly the most anticipated games of this year. So that includes BioShock Infinite, which comes out, I believe, October 16th. Of course, Diablo 3, that's a given. Maybe Grand Theft Auto, I'm still looking into that. I'm not positive if I'm going to buy that yet. What else is coming out? Hitman Absolution, if it comes out this year. I will be playing Tomb Raider on PC. Guild Wars 2 for sure. I am not in the beta, sadly, but I will be getting the game anyways as soon as it comes out. I guarantee that. So there's just a few games. There's a lot more highly anticipated games coming out this year. I did not get Mass Effect 3 for a few reasons, because one, it's a first-person shooter and it's a heavily RPG, very heavy RPG setting regarding campaign. It'd be pretty boring. I haven't seen too many Let's Plays on it because it's something that you have to experience for yourself. It's so in-depth regarding the, what you pick, the classes you pick, the kind of way, the combat style you choose and such. So I decided to wait on that, and I'm going to go ahead and buy Guild Wars 2 when that comes out. But these aren't the only games I'll be playing. I'll be playing a lot more games. Those are just the top, the more popular ones I'll be playing. As you can see, though, I just used the leap attack ability to jump up to the second floor, and that came in very useful. Here I would use it again, but it wouldn't let me because of this barrier that the Templar had to break down. Okay, so there's the stun ability I just used on Jandar, the mini-boss, because if I don't use it, he ends up running around and makes it take longer. So and there's my banner I placed on top of him. And the banner is, for those of you that do not know, the banner is for vanity purposes only. When you're in solo mode. If you're in cooperative mode, you can actually click on someone's banner in town and it'll teleport you to their location. So that's just a little thing if you join someone's game and they're already started through the quest line or whatever. So regarding the way it looks, it's very customizable. You can change the color, the banner the patterns, the symbols on it. And you unlock the different kinds of things with achievements by completing achievements. And achievements range from, in the beta anyways, it ranged from, get to level 13 on with every single class. You get a certain little pattern for that or something. When the game actually comes out, we can expect a lot more exciting things with that. If you complete it in Inferno mode, your banner is going to look really nice. There's some progression videos regarding how it looks on YouTube somewhere, and there's some videos. So it's not just the banner. Once you get to Inferno and you get a lot more achievements completed and such, and you've done more in the game, you'll find things on the ground next to it. So it'll be very, very flashy, and people will know if you've completed a lot in the game, or if you have no life, like I will have probably. So I completely skipped this part of the beta, that little trap area with the 4 pillars, because it wastes time. As you can see, again, I can jump over that area where normally I have to run around. I jumped over the gap. Okay, so now I'm up to the door, going to the last room of the Skeleton King. Just gotta go through there and take him out. I'm not sure if I'll be making speedrun videos with the Witch Doctor yet, or the Monk. I probably will, but it's gonna be difficult. It's not gonna be that impressive. The most impressive you'll see is probably the Demon Hunter, because of the vault ability, which makes you jump forward 35 yards. So you're not going to see any faster time than that I had with the Demon Hunter, which was, I believe, 12 minutes and 2 seconds. So I might do it, but I don't think it's really that big of a deal unless you guys really want to see it, because it's not going to be as fast. That's a given. There's no way the Witch Doctor's going to be able to run through it as quick. Even with even faster than Barbarian, it's not going to happen because of the leap attack. So. Okay, so now it's time to take out the Skeleton King. I'm just spamming my left click, just holding it down. I started using my right click, but I noticed it didn't really help much. I might as well just keep on spamming my left click, and that's what I do for the most part. So it took me longer to kill him than the Wizard or the Demon Hunter. Well, than the Wizard for sure, but it's okay. So there you go. I went ahead and stopped the timer there. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave comments and suggestions below. If you're a gamer, please subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitter and Facebook for the latest in gaming news. I am Jebzar from Jebzar Gaming, logging off.